Oliver, should we have a glass of wine with that meal?
Yes, sure. That sounds good. Thank you so much for inviting me to dinner today. I'm really happy to join you for dinner.
It's my pleasure to have you here. Since you will be marrying my daughter soon, I wanted to invite you for dinner. This place has the best foie gras. I heard that this is your favorite. I hope you enjoy the meal. Thank you so much for taking care of my daughter. I can tell that she receives a lot of love from you. Last time when Ella was moving to a new house, you helped her out, didn't you? She told me you helped her pack and move all of her belongings. Thank you so much for helping her.
There is no need for you to thank me. It's my duty to help her. I was just doing my job. I didn't even do much. The moving company did most of the work, but I heard that it can be dangerous when a female is moving alone. You never know what might happen. I thought it would be safer to be with her while she moved in case anything happened.
I totally agree. Before Oliver came to my house, I was in my house alone with the moving company team. The moving company team treated me badly. They ignored me and they moved the boxes however they liked, even though I told them to be careful because some of the boxes contained fragile items. But as soon as Oliver came in, their attitude changed. They asked me if there were any boxes that needed to be handled with caution. I was left speechless when I saw their attitude change completely.
I can't believe how they treat customers differently depending on their gender. Anyway, Oliver, thank you so much for taking the time to help Ella. How is your work these days? Do you have any struggles with work?
No, everything is going well. There's nothing in my workplace that makes me stressed, and the workload is just right. But to be honest, I think I prefer working at my own business like you, rather than working as a company employee. I don't like being bossed around at work.
I understand what you mean. I felt the same way when I was working in a company too. But in order to start your own business, you need to have experience working under other people first. That experience will come in handy when you start your own business. You need to be good at following orders first before giving out orders. I know that working under someone can become tiring, but think of it as valuable experience and always give it your best.
Yes, sir. I'll keep in mind your words. I want to be a successful businessman like you one day in the future.
I'm sure that day will come soon. I believe that you will become more successful than me in the future. When you are ready to start your own business, I will help you a lot.
Really? Oh, you are the best, sir.
How is your wedding planning going on? Do you need any help planning the wedding?
We hired a wedding planner as you recommended. He is sorting out everything for us. It is so much more convenient than planning everything by ourselves.
I'm glad that you considered my opinion. A businessman I know also hired a wedding planner for his daughter's wedding. He told me that hiring a wedding planner takes a lot off of your shoulders. That's why I recommended it to you.
Surely you know a lot of life's tips. Thanks to your recommendation, both me and Ella can work as usual without taking days off to prepare for our wedding. One of my friends also hired a wedding planner for his wedding, but he was on a budget, so he hired a wedding planner who was not reputable. Their wedding planner forgot to decorate the venue with flowers. I think that is the downside of hiring an unprofessional wedding planner for a cheap price. He said he regrets not spending more on his wedding plans. I also agree with him. Money can solve everything. The wedding planner that you recommended to us is one of the most reputable wedding planners, one of the most expensive to hire too. I could tell that he was very professional with his job. He first asked us about our schedule so that he could plan the wedding without interrupting our schedule. We didn't have any trouble working with him. I feel like he really cares and puts a lot of effort into our wedding.
You can pretty much get any work done as long as you have enough money in this generation. It's a good idea to use a wedding planner since you're always busy with your work. Ella has also started a new job, so she's been quite busy lately as well. I recommended the wedding planner to you two because I thought it would make your lives a little bit more easier.
Thank you so much, Dad. I am able to focus on work because the wedding planner takes care of everything.
Ella's bakery has been gaining a bunch of customers lately. All the customers leave a really nice review for her bakery too. I am so proud of her.
Really? I'm proud to hear that too. Ella had a talent for bakery ever since she was young. The cookies that you sent me last time were very delicious too.
Yes, Ella sells those cookies in her bakery, and it is one of her best-selling desserts at her bakery. You told Ella that she should open a bakery after trying her cookies. You were so supportive of her by helping her open her bakery. I think you really are good at spotting hidden talents in people.
Oh, stop showering me with compliments. I just wanted Ella to do something that makes her happy. All I did was help her start her bakery. She did everything else. I'm proud of her. She's paying her bakery rent and maintenance fees with her own earnings now.
No, I think it's all thanks to you, Dad. Thank you for opening my bakery at an amazing location. I get so many customers every day.
It's my pleasure to help you. Since I have a lot of money saved up from my business, I was more than happy to spend some money to help your bakery get up and running. If you need anything else, let me know, okay?
Okay, Dad. I'm always grateful for you.
Ella, take this. I bought this for you.
What is this? What did you buy for me?
I bought you a membership pass for a skin treatment clinic. You've been telling me lately that your skin has become very dry because you're working in front of the oven every day. I bought a pass where you can get 30 skin treatment sessions. Whenever you have spare time, you should go and get a skin treatment. If you need more sessions, I'll buy more for you. Oh, and this is a gift card which you can use at the massage shop. Can you give the gift card to your father? I wanted to give it to him myself, but I felt a bit shy. Also, your father is so humble, but I was afraid that he might reject my gift card politely if I were the one who gave it to him. Because your father has been working so hard these days, I thought he could use a nice massage. A massage will help his body relax and unwind once in a while.
This is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. You got a present for not only me, but for my dad as well. When did you even buy these? I thought you were always stuck at work.
No matter how busy I am, I always have time to do things for you and your family. You and your family are more important to me than my work. I still feel overwhelmed by happiness when I think about marrying you. Even while I'm preparing for our wedding, I still can't believe that we're getting married. It feels like I'm dreaming. I feel blessed to get to marry such a beautiful and sweet person like you. Also, thanks to you, I was able to meet a great businessman like your father. I really respect him, and I can't wait to call him my father-in-law. Thank you for deciding to marry me, Ella. It really means a lot to me.
You kind of sound like you decided to marry me because of my dad.
Of course not. I decided to marry you because you are so kind and pretty. Why would you say such a thing? But when I saw your dad, I realized something. You were able to grow up well because you were raised by an incredible father. I understood right away where all your amazing personality traits came from.
You have been complimenting my dad the whole day. Well, I guess it's a good thing. My dad has been very fond of you because you always compliment him. A lot of guys I know are too shy to express their feelings, but you are different. You always say what's on your mind. I like that about you. You are honest with your feelings and you are not afraid to say them. My dad says you will do an amazing job if he passes on his business to you.
Did he really say that? Is he planning to pass on his business to me?
No, he was just saying if it were to happen, you would do a good job. But maybe he is considering it as an option. If he didn't, he wouldn't even have mentioned the topic.
I'm grateful that he considers passing his business down to me. But I don't think he actually would. He has his own son. If he were to pass on his business, he would give it to your brother, won't he?
My brother has no interest in running a business, so I don't think he will take it even if my dad offered. He only has a passion for music. He has been trying different ways to get into the music industry. My dad says different people have different talents. He understands that some people are good at business management, some are good at music, and others are good at baking. He believes that people should be doing what they are passionate about. My dad wouldn't ask my older brother to run his business because he knows that that is not what my brother wants to do. He told my brother to do what he wants in life. Honestly, both me and my brother are so lucky to have him as our dad. Not every dad is this understanding. Not only is he understanding, he supports us. He gives us the emotional support and financial support we need. That makes us want to work harder to achieve our goals in life.
Yes, he is indeed such a great father. Your brother should be doing what he wants, like your father said. Anyway, your father's words motivate me to work harder at my company. Although I'm not very passionate about my work, it is something that I'm good at. I will try my best to reach further goals.
You're doing great already. Are you going to get promoted soon?
I think I'm getting a promotion because I've been working at this company for several years.
Aren't you getting promoted earlier than your coworkers who have been working at the company for the same amount of time as you?
Yes, I'm getting promoted earlier than them, but that doesn't mean I'm overachieving. I need to work harder to become a successful person like your father. Your father's company is really one of the best in the field. Our company often mentions his company. His company inspires ours. My colleagues often mention how your father's company always comes up with the best ideas. On top of that, the employees who work there appear to be very satisfied with their work ethics. Whenever I hear someone complimenting your father's company, I feel so proud. Deep down, I wanted to tell them that the company is owned by my girlfriend's father. But, of course, I don't tell them. I don't want to show off about it.
There you go again with the never-ending compliments about my dad. Anyway, I thank you for the gifts. I will make sure to give my dad the gift card.
Okay, I hope he likes it.
Dad, did something happen to you? You don't seem well. After you came back from work, you look like something worrying is on your mind.
Yes, there is something bothering me.
What is it? You can tell me. I will listen to you with an open heart.
Do you remember Mr. Carter, who used to work for me? He used to give you books once in a while when you were young.
Yes, I do remember him. But why do you ask? Did something happen to him?
Yes, today he told me that his wife was diagnosed with cancer. She has stage 2 pancreatic cancer. It's a relief that they were able to spot the tumor before it reached a further stage of cancer. But pancreatic cancer is a tough one to recover from. Mr. Carter seems very worried for his wife. I felt so sorry to hear that from him. He wanted to support his wife and spend time with her, so he quit his job in his new company in order to take care of his wife. The company that he worked at before quitting was a good company for him. It was located close to his house, so it was easy for him to commute to and from work. Also, the work was well suited for him. He told me that he enjoyed working there. But he had to quit earlier than he wanted to. He told me that he was very bummed about it.
Oh no. I feel so bad for him. I hope he feels better.
I felt bad for him too. When I was talking to him on the phone, it reminded me a lot of my past. Your mom was also diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer. Back then, even my business was struggling, so everything was a burden to me. It really was a very, very tough time.
I remember those days. You really had it bad back then. You had to raise me by yourself while taking care of my mom. And at the same time, you were going back and forth from the hospital to your company to try to recover your business.
Yes, it was very difficult. Mr. Carter must be going through something similar right now. I want to help him in some way. But the only way that I can help him is by finding a skilled doctor for his wife. So I asked people around me and did some research myself. I was able to find a doctor who was reputable for cancer treatments. I booked a room in the hospital so Mrs. Carter could receive her cancer treatment. Yet, I still feel sad for them. I wish I could do something more for them.
Dad, you did enough for them. Finding a skilled doctor for Mrs. Carter is the best way to help her out.
I hope she can fully recover from her cancer after receiving treatments.
I am sure she will. Please don't worry too much. Let's try to stay positive.
Okay, let's hope for the best.
Oh, I have something to give you. Oliver bought you something as a present. Please, take this. Oliver said you looked a bit tired these days, so he bought a gift card you can use at a massage shop. The massage shop is near your company, so you can get a massage after your work finishes.
Oliver is so thoughtful. When did he have the time to buy this for me?
I wonder too. He has been very busy these days, but he still makes the time for us. I sometimes feel like he cares about you more than I do.
Oliver is indeed such a warm-hearted human being. He is always so thoughtful. I appreciate that about him. No matter how much money you have and how successful you are, it means nothing if you don't take care of your loved ones around you.
You're right. I haven't met anyone as sweet as Oliver.
You should treat Oliver well. I hope you're not only receiving from him. Although relationships shouldn't be focused on give and take, you should still try to reciprocate the love that he gives you.
Of course. I also treat him very well. I shower him with love like how he does to me.
I should contact Oliver to say thank you. I'm excited to tell my friends about him too. I am so lucky to have a son-in-law who is very caring. Aren't I so lucky?
Let's raise a glass for our soon-to-be business owner, Oliver. Why are you calling me a soon-to-be business owner? Don't joke around like that. Hey, come on, it's true. You're gonna be a business owner soon. I still can't believe that you're gonna be that large company owner's son-in-law in a few months. I am so jealous of you. When you first started working at your company, you were always dating girls who came from wealthy families, but this time, you have hit the jackpot. Do you remember what I told you before? It's a better idea to marry a girl from a rich family than to work hard. Working takes effort, but meeting a rich woman just takes luck. Working at a company will get you nowhere. You can be working for years, but your salary might remain the same. But marrying a rich woman is an easy way to earn money quickly. You're getting married to a rich woman, but on top of that, you are getting promoted at your company. You got two birds with one stone. I'm really so jealous of how lucky you are. I worked hard to get promoted just to show my father-in-law now how hardworking I am. It'll show him that I'm worthy of taking his business in the future. This was all part of my plan from the start. After I get promoted, I can relax. Also, guess what? My brother-in-law is not interested in running his father's business. You know what that means? It's highly likely that my father-in-law will pass his business to me rather than to his real son. My father-in-law doesn't seem interested in passing on his business to his real son already. Ella told me yesterday that her dad said that I would be a good business owner in the future. He's already considering me as a candidate, so I need to prove that to him. I need to prove to him that I'm worthy of being a good business owner. That's why I worked hard to get that promotion. Wow, you planned this quite thoroughly. I'm really jealous of you. I can't say it enough times. If I could turn back time, I would go back before I met my wife. My wife is bringing me down. She's from a middle-class family. After giving birth, she said she doesn't have the time to go to work anymore, so she quit her job. She stays at home while I have to work hard every day for hours. My life is miserable. I told you to marry someone else. You should have just listened to me, but you didn't. But then you only cared about how pretty a woman was. You married her just because of her looks. I was stubborn then. I wish I had listened to you. When you become the owner of that company, can you please hire me and give me a high position in the company? I will have to be careful. People might suspect us. I'll see how you act and decide. Wow, how can you be so arrogant already? Even though you are arrogant, I'll treat you well, Mr. Future Business Owner. That is what I want to hear. Anyway, I can't wait to become the owner of a company. I'm sick of working as an employee at my current company. As soon as I get married, I'll prepare to take on the business.
My dad is running late today. He is not even picking up his phone. I wonder if something happened to him. I hope not. Huh? Oh, my dad called me back. Hello? Dad, why didn't you pick up my phone call? I was worried about you. Did something happen to you? Are you Mr. Alderson's daughter? This is the hospital calling. Huh? The hospital? Did something happen? Why did you call me? I'm sorry to inform you that Mr. Alderson has gotten into a car accident. He is currently in the hospital, but he is in very serious condition. I need you to be here quickly, please. What? A car accident? Dad? Dad? What happened to your face? Oh, it's breaking my heart. Did you get injured severely?
Oh, my poor Ella. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shock you like this. I feel a lot better now that I get to see your face. Your brother hasn't arrived to the hospital yet, even though the hospital gave him a call too. I wonder if he's busy doing music right now. I want to see him before I go in for my surgery.
Dad, you shouldn't talk right now. You injured your face, so I don't want you to move your face too much. Why is my dad's breathing so harsh? Is he going to be okay? Did he get injured a lot?
First, he needs to get surgery. Please, can you follow the nurse to sign some papers? He needs a surgery urgently, and we can't go forward until we have your legal approval.
Dad, I'm going to sign the papers. The surgery will go well, so don't worry. I'm going to wait for you in this hospital until your surgery is finished. Okay? Don't worry about anything. Everything will be fine.
I need to see you get married before I die. I'm worried that I might not pull through this surgery.
Dad, don't say that. You are going to be fine after the surgery.
I'll take him into the surgery room then. My dear Ella, you have to live happily even without me, okay? Can you do that for me?
Dad, stop saying things like that. You're not going to die. How can I live happily without you? Doctor, please save my dad. I beg you. I can't live without him. He is going to be fine, right?
I need to do the surgery first to see how bad the injury is. I'll take him inside now. Please, wait outside the surgery room. Dad? Dad, where are you?
Ethan! Why did you arrive so late? The hospital called you 2 hours ago.
I had a concert today. I came here as soon as it finished. Where's Dad? Is he okay?
He went in for a surgery. It's been 2 hours since, but the doctor hasn't come out yet.
Did he get into a big accident? How bad is his injury?
His car hit a truck on the highway. The doctor told me that he lost a lot of blood. I hope our dad will be fine. I'm worried sick.
Ella, don't worry. He's gonna be fine. Let's stay positive in this situation.
Doctor, is our dad okay? Did the surgery go well?
I'm sorry to tell you this. We tried our best to save him, but he didn't make it. What? Our dad? Did he pass away?
No way. That can't be true. He was fine a few hours ago. He was even talking to me. How can he suddenly pass away?
He passed away from a cerebral hemorrhage. He hit his head in the car accident and injured his head quite badly. No, I'm sorry. We tried our best, but he lost too much blood on the way to the hospital. No, I didn't even get to see his face before he passed. I can't let him go without saying goodbye. Please save our dad. I have a lot to say to him. Doctor, please.
Doctor, please save our dad. Please, we beg you.
I'm so sorry.
Ethan, what should we do? We suddenly lost our dad. This can't be happening.
No way. I can't believe this. There is no way that our dad passed away.
How could this happen? My father-in-law passed away. I can't believe this at all.
Oliver, please tell me this is just a nightmare. Please tell me that once I wake up from this nightmare, everything will go back to normal. How can he suddenly pass away?
Oliver, when did you arrive? Thank you for coming all the way to this funeral.
Of course, I had to come. But can you explain to me what happened? How did he pass away?
He got into a big car accident. A truck hit his car and he got injured badly. Because he lost a lot of blood, he passed away during the surgery. I can't believe this happened. My brain cannot process what's going on. Like Ella said, I also wish this was a nightmare.
Ethan, I'll take care of the funeral service. You should go take a rest. Ella, you too. You both need some rest.
Oliver, thank you for offering to help, but I should be the one doing it since I'm his son.
I also thought of him as my real dad. I feel like a son to him. I am so heartbroken right now. He was so healthy before, but it was so unfortunate that he got into this car accident.
Exactly. You can never predict a person's future. Who would have thought that someone so healthy would pass away this quickly? I didn't even get to see and talk to my dad for the last time before he passed away.
Me too. I should have visited him one more time while he was alive. I regret not doing so. I can't bear this. Thank you so much for coming all the way here. You didn't have to, but I appreciate that you took the time to come all of this way. Oliver, I came here for you, not your father-in-law. To be honest, his death has nothing to do with me. Don't you know why I came here? You are going to be in charge of his business soon now, aren't you? Honestly, that was the first thing that popped into my head when I heard the news that my father-in-law was in the hospital. I'm going to be in charge of his company a lot quicker than I expected, but I guess that's better for me. His family will start to discuss about what to do with his company. You should try and act like you're sad. It'll increase the chances of you receiving his business. I have been trying to look so sad. I've been frowning for the past few hours and now my lips are starting to ache. Do you remember back in university, I used to take drama classes? Those classes are coming in handy today. Both Ethan and Ella seem to fall for my acting. They think that I'm actually grieving for their father's death. What if Ethan suddenly decides to take over his father's company? There is no way that he could do that. Didn't you see how he looked like a while ago? He thinks of himself as a musician. He dyed his hair red and wore super large and unique looking glasses. He probably thinks of himself as a cool rock star. You can just tell from his looks that he has no ability to run a business. The business will flop when it gets put in his hands. I think so too. A corny musician like him won't be able to do business. You are the right owner for that business. Anyway, congratulations. It looks like you took the highway to success. Out of all of our friends, I think you became the most successful through this marriage. Once I become the owner of the business, I will treat you with a meal. Maybe I should tell my company that I'll be quitting soon. They should know in advance.
Huh, Ethan, how are you doing? You must be having quite a hard time because you lost your father. I apologize for calling you to come here today. But I need to discuss some important matters with you, so I had no chance but to ask you to come today.
What is it that you want to discuss with me? Did something happen in the company?
After your father passed away, our company's vendors told us that they want to cancel their contracts with our company. If we don't fix this situation, our company might end up closing down or getting sold. So I contacted you since you're his heir. What? How can that be possible? Our dad's business might get sold? This business is very big. Is it even possible to sell such a large business? Why do the vendors want to cancel their contracts with our company? Yes, unfortunately, that can't happen. Your father has been meeting the vendors in person to sign contracts with them previously. He values keeping a good relationship with the vendors. He takes important matters on his own hands without using the help of other employees. The vendors knew about this too. Without your father, it's quite impossible to keep the business running. I think the vendors are very well aware of that. So, when they heard that your father passed away, they requested to cancel their contracts with us. I can't help but feel disappointed. I didn't expect them to turn their backs on us so quickly. Just because your father passed away, the vendors want to stop working with us. I think that is such a cruel thing to do. Don't you think so too? Although it is the right move for the vendors to make a rational decision, I didn't expect them to turn their back so quickly without giving our business a chance. They are quite cold-hearted. We've spent years together in partnership. Then, what do we need to do to overcome this situation? Well, I can't make any big decisions because I don't have the right to. Because you and your sister are his heirs, the decision is yours to make. However, we have no experience in business. We've not even ever helped our father run this business before. We have no clue what to do. I think that's also why the vendors want to stop working with us. They don't see potential in a company being run by people with no experience in running a business. If someone who was experienced were to be put in charge, the vendors would have stayed with us. After your father passed away, it was clear that our business was starting to flop. We have a lot of expenses on our hands that we need to pay off, but the vendors are canceling their contracts with us, which leaves us in a stickier situation. It won't be long until our business will be out for sale. This business's fate is in your hands. All I can do is follow the business owner's decision. I can't make decisions for the company by myself. I don't have the right to do that. Our dad has been building this company tall and strong throughout his whole life. I can't believe that all of his hard effort can come crumbling down in just a few days. How can this happen?
Ethan, what should we do? How should we solve this situation? I didn't expect Dad's company to flop over this quickly. I should have prepared for this in advance, but I have no experience in business.
Me too. I didn't expect this to happen at all. I thought our dad would live longer and run his business for a long time. If I knew that this would happen, I would have learned business. I should have studied and learned from our dad. I regret putting all of my time and effort into music only. Because I only focused on music, I can't do anything for my dad's business now. Should we ask Oliver to help? I think he'll know better than us. Also, our dad considered passing down his business to Oliver.
But Oliver is just an employee at his company. Do you think he will be able to run the business smoothly?
I'm not sure, but let's ask him just in case. Also, since he'll be your husband soon, he's also going to be part of our family. I think we should discuss this with him too. Oliver actually asked me at the funeral what would happen to our dad's business. He's worried about the business too. Let's use this chance to ask Oliver.
Okay, you're right. We need as much help as we can get.
Why did you call me to come out all of a sudden? I think you should take more time to rest and grieve for your deceased father.
Where's your brother?
I am feeling better now. I wanted to come out to get some fresh air, but also I have something to talk to you about. My brother went out for a bit. There's something he needs to look into. Oliver, there's something I need to ask you. It is really important.
Yes, what is it?
I just heard the news that my dad's company is in a difficult situation right now. In the worst case scenario, my dad's business might be out for sale. My brother and I have no idea what to do about this.
What? His business might be out for sale? How can that happen?
All of the business's vendors decided to cancel their partnership with the business after hearing the news about my dad's death. So the business is struggling right now since it lost all its vendors. The business has a lot of expenses it needs to pay off, but it is not earning enough to pay the expenses off. If this continues, the business will have to get sold. What should we do? Because both me and my brother don't know anything about business, we feel completely lost.
So you're telling me that all the vendors canceled their contracts with the business? Absolutely all of them?
Yes, all of them. My dad used to manage business with the vendors on his own. So after my dad passed away, the vendors don't want to work with us anymore. I can't believe that this is even possible. I don't know what to do. I feel like there is no solution to the situation right now. I feel so lost.
How can this happen? The business is going to completely flop. I think I might end up in debt if the business failed to pay off the expenses. I was happy for a moment because I thought that I would become the owner of the business. But now my dreams are crushed.
Oliver, why aren't you saying anything? Can you help us out? My dad used to consider you as the next owner of the business when he was alive. I thought you were also interested in running the company. So I wanted to ask your opinion on what we should do. What do you think we should do? How can we overcome the situation?
Why are you asking me this? It's your dad's business, not mine.
What? Oliver, why are you acting so cold all of a sudden? What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? Your old man was just saying that to be nice. He wasn't being serious about it. Do you expect me to take over the business now that the business is about to get screwed? You are so shameless to ask me to take responsibility for something your dead dad caused.
Oliver, you don't sound like yourself. What happened to you? Your attitude completely changed.
My attitude has changed because the situation turned upside down. You're not a daughter from a rich family anymore. You're gonna end up in debt soon. Why should I show kindness to a poor person like you? I don't have a big enough heart to do that. Whew, I'm glad that we haven't got married yet. If we got married sooner, my life was about to go downhill.
What? So you're implying that you don't want to marry me anymore because my dad's company is in a bad situation right now?
Of course I do. Do you think I'm mad to be marrying you now? My marriage with you is not going to benefit me at all. I don't need you anymore. If you're going to struggle, struggle on your own. Oh, never mind. You have your brother to struggle together with. You are finally going to start to mature now. You and your brother were such spoiled kids. Before, I hated seeing how you were able to do whatever you wanted because of your rich dad. Now you'll have to face reality. You'll soon learn that life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Take this as a chance to mature. Good luck with your depressing future. I'm gonna go now. Don't contact me ever again. I'm gonna block you anyway.
Oliver, how can you do this to me? I thought you loved me like how I loved you.
I never loved you. The only thing I loved about you was your father's wealth. You're not even my type. Well, we are completely over now. Also, does it matter if I loved you or not? You have more things to worry about right now. Poor people like you don't even deserve to be loved by others.
How can he suddenly change like this? He is not the Oliver I know. My dad didn't see the real side of him and treated him with love. He thought of Oliver as a trustworthy son-in-law. But he betrayed both of us. Is he even human? I was so naive. I got fooled by his innocent act. I thought he would be a good husband for me, but I was wrong. I should have known his true side.
So you're telling me that Oliver approached you only for your money from the start? That little devil.
Yes, even his facial expression completely changed. The way he looked at me hurt my feelings. I feel so angry to the point where I can feel my blood boiling.
He is such a dirtbag. I won't let him go on this. I'll make him pay for his actions.
Ethan, but first we need to sort out the business. What should we do? I don't know what we could do to fix the problem. Maybe Oliver was right when he said we grew up to become spoiled kids. Now that we face reality, we can't do anything to fix it.
It's my fault for living so carelessly. I should have listened to our dad when he told me to go abroad and study business and finance in university. Instead, I didn't listen to him when I said that I wanted to do music. If I just listened to him, I would know what to do right now.
No, it's not your fault, but I understand what you mean. I also regret not listening to him. I should have studied business like you told me to.
Someone's been ringing the doorbell. I wonder who it is.
I am not expecting any visitors today. I wonder who's come to see us. Oh, could it possibly be Mr. Carter?
Mr. Carter? Who's he?
Mr. Carter! What brings you here today?
No, you two were both inside the house. I was ringing the doorbell for a long time, but no one was answering me. I was starting to get worried because I thought that no one was inside the house. I'm glad you two were here. I have something to tell you guys.
Who is he? Do you know him?
He used to work for our dad for a very long time. He was the director of the company. Oh, Mr. Carter, is your wife feeling better now?
Yes, your father booked a room in the hospital for my wife, and thanks to him, my wife was able to get surgery quickly. She's still going through treatments in hopes to fully recover from her cancer. The doctor told me that she's staying healthy and strong, so it won't be long until she recovers fully. I wanted to pay back my gratitude for your father, but I heard the heartbreaking news that your father passed away recently. Unfortunately, the day your father passed away was the same day that my wife had her surgery. That was why I couldn't come to the funeral. I'm terribly sorry for this.
No, Mr. Carter, don't feel sorry for it. Your wife's surgery is more important for you. I completely understand. I'm glad that her surgery went well.
Hello, Mr. Carter. I'm Ethan, Ella's older brother. I think that this is our first time seeing each other. It's nice to finally meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. I heard a lot about you from your father. He complimented you a lot. He told me that you make great music as a musician. When you two were younger, your father used to bring Ella to work quite frequently, so I had the chance to see her often, but it is my first time meeting you in person. It is my pleasure to finally meet you.
But why did you come to our house today, Mr. Carter?
I heard the news that your father's business is not in a positive situation at the moment. I was angry when I heard that the vendors all turned their backs.
Oh, you heard the news already. We feel devastated as well. We don't know what we can do to help. We want to help recover our father's business, but we have no idea how to do that.
Please, don't worry too much. I've already talked to some vendors and managed to renew their contracts. Some of the vendors will be working with us again. As for the other vendors, I'm still in the process of persuading them.
Really? That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that for us.
When the business first opened, your father and I used to work side by side. Most of the vendors still recognized my face when they saw me, and they were glad to renew their contracts. However, this doesn't mean that the business is stable now. We still have to work towards bringing the business back to life. I sorted out the biggest problem that was holding the business back for now, but we still have a long way to go. I dropped by the company on the way to your house, and I let the employees know about this too.
Mr. Carter, thank you so much for going out of your way to do this for the business. Even though you don't work at this company anymore, you care about it, and it means a lot to us. You must have been busy taking care of your wife, but you still made the time to do this.
Even though I quit the company, I received a lot from your father while I was working there, and I wanted to pay back the care I received. No, but I have to tell you something. I think I'll have to start working at the company again. Can I please do that? The vendors renewed their contracts because they thought that I was working with them. They trust me because they've worked with me for years. If I'm not working in the company, they might refuse to work with the company at all.
Of course you can come back to work at the company.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Oh, I also talked to the employees at the company as well as the company's lawyer. They told me that half of the company's profit will go to you and to your brother. You and your brother will be the shareholders with the most shares. Also, you and your brother will be in charge of making decisions for the company. The company will be under your hands. I also had a word with the company's lawyer yesterday. I'm not sure if we deserve the right to make big decisions for the company because we are inexperienced in this field. I'm afraid that we might not make the best decisions for the company. Well, it hasn't been long since your father passed away. I suggest you two start studying business management from now on. You should work hard for your father's company. I will help you as much as I can by your side.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you have done for us in the company.
Your father has done even more for me. I'm just returning the favor. I'm rather happy to help. You both will be very busy from now on, so get ready for it. Running a business is not easy work, and I hope you put in all the effort you can.
We'll do everything we can for our dad's company.
I'm glad that things are starting to sort out now. Mr. Carter now has the legal right to manage and run our dad's business.
Mr. Carter has been working for the company since it was established. He knows about the company better than we do, so it's a good idea that he's in charge of management. But I will also start studying business management from now on. Since we're the biggest shareholders of the company, we should at least know how the system operates.
Yes, I won't live a naive and immature life like before.
I feel like you've matured a little bit already. Before you were living life quite carelessly, I have to admit. You only cared about your bakery and even thought it was your full-time job to work at the bakery. You treated it like a hobby. Anyway, did you break up with Oliver for good?
Yes, I broke up with him. I won't be seeing him ever again. He is out of my life for good.
If he ever comes into my sight, I'll teach him a lesson.
It feels nice to have you by my side. You are always so supportive of me. Huh? What is this?
Someone called you? Are you gonna pick it up?
It's him. Oliver.
What? We were just talking about him. How dare he call you? Should I pick up the phone call for you instead?
No, it's okay. I'll take care of it. Hello? Why did you call me? I thought you said you blocked my phone number and you would never talk to me again.
It's not what you think. I just called because our wedding planner called me. I told him to call you instead, but he said that you weren't picking up your phone. I know that you're busy, but you need to take care of this as well. Since we're going to cancel the marriage, the wedding planner told me that we need to pay a cancellation fee. Because you already booked the wedding venue and your wedding dress, the cancellation fee is going to be very expensive. You need to pay the cancellation fee.
What? Do you want me to pay for all of the cancellation fee?
Yes, of course. Did you expect me to pay for it? You should pay since our marriage was canceled because of you. It is all your fault. I'm not going to pay a single penny towards the cancellation fee.
Don't you think you are being too harsh to me?
What did I do wrong? Oh, yeah. You should also return the skin treatment membership and the massage shop gift card that I gave to you last time. You don't even have the time to use it anyway, don't you?
You're being ridiculous. You want to take back all the gifts you got for me? If you want me to return the gifts back, you should also return the things my dad gave to you.
You're acting childish. Your dad didn't even give me a lot of things. I'm gonna expect the gifts back from you. You can return it in a parcel if you don't want to come all the way over to my house.
If you want it back, come get it back. I'm not going to spend money on sending a parcel to you.
What did he say? Did he say he's coming here?
Yes, he is going to come here tomorrow to pick up some stuff. Ethan, let's teach him a lesson. I cannot forgive him.
You could have just sent a package instead of bothering me. I had to come all the way here. Oh, do you have no money to send a package? Are you that poor now?
Take this and get lost.
How dare you just throw it in my face? You could have just handed it to me like a decent human being. Wait, what is this? This is a newspaper. Why are you giving me a newspaper?
Take a look at what it says in the newspaper.
Why would I want to read the local newspaper? Is this some kind of joke? Wait, isn't this a picture of you and your brother? You and your brother are the shareholders of the company now? I thought that company closed down.
Of course not. Why would it close down? The company is back up and running well.
What? It didn't flop? Before you told me that the company might close down.
I said it might. I never said it would. Now that you have seen the news, you can take your skin treatment membership and gift card and get lost. You are so desperate for money. You can get your refund for the things that you bought for me and use that money for yourself.
Ella, we should have a chat. Do you want to go out for a meal someday and talk things through again? I think I made a mistake.
Why would I want to eat a meal with you? I feel like I'm going to throw up when I see your face.
Don't be like that. Just give me one more chance.
Get lost! I'd rather starve than go out with you for a meal. Since you got back the things that you asked for, I'm going to go back inside now.
Ella, wait for a while. Look, I'm really sorry. I made a huge mistake. I'm sorry that I was mean to you. I really regretted all the things that I said to you. I said those mean things because you triggered a bad memory of mine. Do you remember when I told you I had a difficult childhood because my dad's business failed when I was young? I was scared that I would have to go through that difficult lifestyle again with you. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said those mean things to you. I'm really sorry.
You are so shameless. You apologize only after hearing the news that my company didn't flop. I know that you don't feel sorry at all. You told me to pay for all of the wedding planner's cancellation fees, and you also made me return the gifts you got for me and my dad.
That was just so I could have an excuse to see you again. I wanted to get a chance to meet you and talk to you again. Your dirty lies are unbearable to listen to, Oliver. Even a kindergartner would recognize that you're lying. Who are you trying to fool with those stupid lies? Ethan? When did you come here? Why are you here? What do you mean? This is my house. You're the one standing in front of my house. I should be asking you why you are here. And why are you talking to my sister again? You canceled the marriage with her because you thought that she would end up poor. But now you found out that she hasn't, and you've come back for her money, didn't you? I never told you this before, but I didn't like you from the start. I had a bad feeling that you would cause trouble for our family. However, I just kept quiet because my dad seemed to take a liking to you. But I was right. You turned out to be a complete bastard. You better watch out when you walk alone at night. I perform my music at clubs, so I know a lot of members of gangs. Maybe I should call them now to come over so that they can take a good look at your face to remember what you look like. You're not actually gonna make them harm me, right? I hope you're just joking with me right now. I just came here to ask Ella for forgiveness. Please, trust me. Trust you? It's obvious that you're lying. Lying is one of the things that I hate most. You were hiding your true colors from my sister and my dad for a long time. I will not forgive you for that. Now you're pretending to be innocent, but we are not going to fall for it again. I can't take it any longer. I'm going to call the gangsters to come get you. What? Are you really going to call them? You're just kidding, right?
Of course he's not kidding. Don't you remember what you told me last time? You said life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. We are not joking around. We are going to make you pay for what you did. Ethan, call the gangster right now. Oliver needs to learn his lesson.
Yeah, I'm calling their phones up right now. Give me a moment. Hey, Jason, how you doing? I just called to ask a favor. Do you remember my sister's ex-boyfriend I told you about before? Yeah, that scumbag. He came to our house and he's making a big scene. He's trying to act all innocent in front of us. I think you need to come over here and teach him a lesson. Do you have the time? Yeah? That's great. The address is... I can't be here anymore.
Where are you going, Oliver? Are you running away?
Why are you running away? Are you scared now? Come back and fight like a man. How can you run away as soon as I make a phone call? He's such a scaredy cat.
I feel so embarrassed that I once used to love him. I almost made the mistake of marrying him.
Jason, that bastard ran away because he was scared of you. I don't think you need to come here anymore. Yeah, I lied and told him that you were a gangster. He totally fell for it and now he's running for his life. I'll call you again the next time I need help. Thank you so much, Jason.
I want to turn back time to before I met Oliver. Or I wish I could just erase all the memories I shared with him. How did I date a guy like that for 3 years? I still can't believe it. He was so good at hiding his true colors.
Ella, it's not your fault. Life is unfair sometimes. I should have beat him up myself.
It's okay, Ethan. He's not even worth getting into a fight for. I'm never going to see him again anyway.
Mr. Carter, I'll pour you a glass. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. We have the best director in the world.
Oh, please don't flatter me. I haven't done that much for the company. Like I said before, I'm just managing the company for a short period of time. You will have to be in charge of managing the company soon.
I still have lots to learn. I'm not ready for it yet. The company is prospering after you have joined it again. It feels like a miracle to us. Without you, things would have gone really bad. I'm so thankful for your hard work.
I completely agree with Ethan. You saved the company. Thank you so much.
It's all because your father has done so many things for me. I'm just paying him back this way. I believe that your father was the one who saved my wife's life too. If it wasn't for him, my wife wouldn't have recovered this quickly.
My dad always told me that we need to help others who are going through a hard time. I'm certain that my dad was more than happy to help you and your wife.
The same goes for me. I'm more than happy to be able to help the company. Anyway, I feel at peace to finally see both of you smiling without any worries. Ethan, how are your studies going? Do you find business management challenging, or is it alright so far?
Well, it is a bit challenging, to be honest. But I can't only do the things that I want in life. Sometimes I have to do things even if I don't want to do them. It is my duty to study business management. I think my dad would be proud of me if he was alive. I need to learn how the business operates. In the future, if another problem occurs, I'll be able to fix it on my own.
I have also been studying business management. Although I didn't enroll into a university like my brother, I have been taking online classes. I am also working in my bakery. Since my dad opened the bakery for me, I want to put all my effort into it to make him proud.
You both have matured a lot more compared to the last time I saw you. I think your dad in heaven will be very proud of you both.
I hope so too.
Also, I heard some news about your ex-boyfriend. Somebody told me that he got fired from his company.
How did he get fired?
He got a bad grade in his annual performance review. But more importantly, he was trying to seduce a new employee who joined the company, and the news got around to the company very quickly. The female employee sued him right away. The company fired him soon after. I heard it through someone who works in the same company as Oliver. Apparently, there's a rumor going around that Oliver only approaches women who are from a rich background.
He still hasn't learned his lesson, but at least he's getting punished for it.
I knew that he would end up like that. I think the best revenge is to leave him alone. He hasn't learned from his mistake, and now he is getting punished for it.
He never tries to become successful by working hard. He only wants success by meeting a woman who is rich. The news about Oliver spread to other companies as well. Oliver went for a few job interviews, but he was rejected in all of them.
No one would want an employee like Oliver in their company.
That's good. Oliver finally gets what he deserves.
Exactly. I think he will finally learn his lesson now. I'm sure he will.
My brother Ethan enrolled in a reputable university to study business management. Ethan says that it interests him less than music, but he still studies very hard. I think he is now starting to enjoy his studies, and he attends all of his lectures. I can tell that Ethan is trying his best to take responsibility in our dad's company. Seeing him take charge and really own his role, it makes me seriously proud. Ethan's come a long way. Lately, I've been pouring all my energy into my bakery, and it's been quite the journey. I came up with several new menus for my bakery. I've got a solid crew of regulars who keep coming back for more, plus these awesome big orders rolling in that keep me on my toes. I'm not content to just stop here. I am planning to grow my bakery even bigger and better than before. A few months ago, I got a call from my ex-boyfriend. He called pleading for help because he was in some deep financial mess and needed a handout to get by. I told him I wouldn't be helping him at all and hung up the call before he could even get another word in. I will never meet someone who hides his true colors like him ever again. It's been a whole year since he left us, but there's this constant ache in my chest that just won't go away. It's like there's this void, this emptiness that nothing seems to fill. My brother and I have been keeping ourselves busy with work, throwing ourselves into our own little worlds just to distract ourselves from the pain. We keep pushing forward, my brother and I, because that's what Dad would have wanted. Mr. Carter has been doing a spectacular job at managing the company. Because Dad had this incredible gift for forging connections, for nurturing friendships that ran deep, we received a lot of helping hands even after he passed away. Our company has been riding the wave of success lately. We hired more employees to join us. It's like watching a family grow. My brother and I will continue to work hard and try our best to make our dad proud. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Anna, have you figured out what we're having for dinner tonight?
I was thinking of doing Kentucky Fried Chicken with coleslaw, of course. With the fries, too. Is that okay?
KFC, huh? Well then, for lunch, can you cook some type of pasta? I was thinking that ravioli or maybe some spaghetti would be nice and hold me over until dinner.
Oh, okay. But will pasta be enough for you? I bet you're planning on having about 2 platefuls of it, huh?
What are you saying? That I'm a big eater? Of course I'm only going to have just 1 serving.
Really? You never eat that little when it comes to food. Maybe you're thinking of just having a little for lunch, so that way you can eat as much as possible for dinner?
As much as possible. Do you think I'm trying to get that fat?
Well, you do eat a lot. And you have gone up a few waist sizes in the last year. You even go as far as to eat a lot of Billy and Sarah's leftover food.
Well, that's just because those two leave a lot of food on their plates, so I don't want it going to waste.
I don't think they see it that way, but okay. You just eat so damn quick, and then when you're finished with your food, you start staring at their dishes. Sarah got super mad at you yesterday for eating a lot of her food, you know. You even ate the whole steak that she was saving to eat at the end. She was planning to finish everything off, but when she went to the bathroom, you took it and ate it all before she came back.
She was just saying that. Trust me. She could have never finished all of that off by herself. Anyway, I've noticed that Sarah is getting a little chubby recently. Don't you think? So really, me eating her food for her will help her out a ton in the long run.
Sarah is still in middle school, so there's no reason you should be concerned about her body weight right now. And it's not even like she eats much to begin with. So anyway, can you please refrain from eating the rest of our family's food? I make sure that when I cook everything, it's all portioned out for each of us. So just eat what I've given you, okay?
I'm just saving her from getting big and fat.
I think you're the one who needs saving. You're getting bigger too, you know. So you're only allowed to eat their food if they say you can.
Fine.
I'm already giving you a big portion of food, so don't get mad, okay? Promise me that you won't keep eating their food.
Fine, I won't.
Everyone has a different pace that they eat at. So just because you're faster, that doesn't mean you get to steal their food.
Okay, I get it. Jeez. And by the way, no, I don't think you give me a big portion. I actually think the portions are getting smaller.
What? No way.
It's starting to look like you're cheaping out when you go shopping for groceries. Or maybe things are just getting more expensive now. Either way, I think you should at least be giving me a bit more for dinner. So I think I'll raise the amount you can spend on groceries this month so that things aren't looking so thinned out.
I've been buying the same amount I always buy. But because you keep eating everyone else's food, I've had to cut back on how much I make for dinner. Sarah is in middle school and needs to eat more, while Billy is still in elementary school, so he'll start needing to eat more soon. Could you just be a bit more careful from now on, please?
Why do I have to be the one to be careful? I'm the one who's bringing in the money to pay for the food. I should be able to have whatever's left without you all whining about it.
Excuse me? What the hell? You think you pay for everything?
Sure I do.
Then how do you explain what happened with the cake that Sarah's friend made for her? You didn't use her money to buy that, yet you went ahead and ate more than half of it without asking her.
Well, that was because no one told me not to eat it. It was in the fridge and that's all I knew.
Well, before you start eating everything in the fridge, you should have asked me about it first. You have also been eating things that I've saved in there for future dishes. And you've even gotten into Billy's pudding cups that I keep for when he needs a snack. I know that you bring in money that pays for most of the food, but I'm also paying for things with my part-time job too.
I get it. I'll make sure to ask you before I eat. Are you happy now?
You better promise me. If you can't stick to your words, then you will need to give me more money for food. And before you take other people's food at the table, make sure you tell me. And things that are in the fridge, you need to make sure I won't be using it for my recipes in the coming days, okay?
I know not to eat a lot of your food because you leave notes on them.
Paul, are you making fun of the situation here? Are you sure you understand me?
Yes, I do. I completely understand what you're asking. I was just saying that with you, you leave notes telling me not to touch the food, so I know. Don't worry, jeez. Well then, for today's dinner, make sure to pile my plate with KFC.
Mom! Dad ate my food again! The cookies that I was planning to eat when I got home from school today were all gone when I got here. And those were all the cookies I bought with the money I'd saved up. This has to have been Dad's fault. Because Billy is still in school right now. It wasn't him. Oh gosh. I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah. I'm at the store buying groceries right now, so I can pick some cookies up for you before leaving. No, Mom. The cookies that I bought, I don't think they're still being sold anymore. I bought them from that store just in front of the city hall, and they were really popular ones. I bet they've all been sold out before noon. Really? Well, let me check. And would it be okay if I picked up some other brand of cookies then? Fine. But the next time I have a day off of school, can we go shopping together? Sure. For more cookies? I'll give you some money for yourself and Billy so that you can get some for him too. Awesome! Thank you! This is unfortunate because I made sure to warn your father about all of this. Why did he end up still eating your things like that? Even this morning, the bread I was saving for breakfast was all gone. This is starting to drive me crazy.
Well, maybe you should put a lock on the fridge so that he can't get in. Because no matter how many times you keep telling him, he keeps on eating everything. Like at dinner when he just starts eating food off of everyone else's dishes. And after we are all out of food, he'll say that he ate too much and then go take a nap on the couch.
You have that right. He ends up eating all of the side dishes that I make, and I end up having to make ready-to-eat soup for you all. Maybe we can eat at a different time then? What do you think?
That sounds like a good idea. Dad will look pretty lonely eating all by himself, but this was all his fault to begin with.
Then today, let's all have dinner before your dad gets home.
Finally! It's been a long time since we've been able to relax and eat. I know he probably wants to eat a lot of your cooking since it's so good, but still, we want it too. And the fact that he wants it all to himself is just the worst. Who does that?
And it's funny because your dad never compliments my food like you do. But since you said that, I feel a lot more excited to cook for you kiddos now. I'll make sure from today that I cook a lot more food for you and Billy to eat, okay?
Oh, I just remembered. It's Christmas soon, right? I have a whole bunch of things that I really want to eat. Can I ask you to make something for me?
Of course. But Dad will also be around, so we have to try our best to hide whatever I make for you so he can't get to it.
Oh, okay. True. Okay, let's do that. Or how about you just make twice as much? That way Dad can eat as much as he'd like, and the rest of us can have our share too. Right?
Well, I guess I can figure out how to make extra portions. I like to cook, so that's all fine with me. But on Christmas Day, we'll also be going over to your grandparents' house to celebrate there, right? So make sure that before we get home to have the family dinner, you don't eat too many sweets over at their place, okay?
Alright. I'll make sure that when we are at their house, Dad is the only one that eats all of the lunch they make. Because it'll be your cooking for dinner, I'll make sure to only eat just a bit there.
Good. Nice plan.
Hey, hurry up and get home. Where did you all go anyway?
I took all the kids with me to a restaurant to have dinner.
What? But you made dinner for all of us to eat here, right? So hurry up and get back here. I'm hungry.
Well, you went ahead and ate pretty much all of what I made, so we had to go out to find some more food. I even told you not to eat any of what I made. But by the time I had come into the kitchen, half of what I'd made was gone. Billy was crying because of you, and Sarah is really angry with you as well.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have put all the food out on the table like that. There was no way I could let all of that delicious-looking food just sit out like that.
But it's Christmas! I was making all sorts of food for us to eat, and yet you still couldn't hold off until dinner. It was just another 30 minutes before my parents brought the kids home. But even within that short amount of time, you already started eating. So I had no choice but to take the kids with me to get something else to eat.
But so what? Why does that mean the rest of you get to go out now? I made sure to leave some food for the rest of you guys.
That isn't the problem we have with you, Paul. And by the way, you're really bad at actually leaving any food for the rest of us. So I highly doubt there's enough there for the three of us.
Shut up. Don't just leave me behind because I ate some dinner before you all. I told you before that this is all food paid for with my money. Why not just cook some more?
Then what about the cake that we specifically hid in the garage? You ate that one too! You're so mean, Dad!
Sarah, listen. I'm sorry about that, okay? But that cake was one damn tasty cake for sure.
Dad, that was the cake that I bought for us with my money. I had to reserve that cake in advance and everything.
Oh, really?
Yes!
I didn't know that that was the case, Sarah. Sorry about that.
I read the messages between you and Mom, And you're such a jerk. I bought that cake with the money I received from Grandma and Grandpa on my birthday. That was the money they said I could have after all the help I did over at their place.
Well, I never knew about that.
Ever since my birthday, I have been saving a lot of money for that really nice cake. Yet you selfishly ate it all by yourself.
Well, I'm really sorry about that. But it was just a cake, so there has to still be some stores that you can buy another at, right?
That was the cake I wanted to share with the family. I was thinking that would be my present to everyone, since it was pretty expensive. But even then, I never thought you'd eat it. I even wrote a note that said not to touch it that I placed on top of it.
I'm sorry, but I didn't see that note.
Dad, you've been eating way too much recently. Why do you keep thinking it's okay to just eat whatever you see? Why can't you just wait and ask one of us if you're allowed to eat anything?
Well, my stomach is always a little empty, so I just have to get a bite or two.
Well, from now on, maybe you should start thinking with your brain and not your belly. Both me and Billy were really looking forward to eating all of that tasty-looking food today that Mom made. Is it a bad thing that your own kids want to eat the food that you paid for?
Well, that's not what I meant, darling.
I really wanted to eat that dinner that Mom made today. But at this point, I can't eat anything at that house. You just think that whatever is in that house is yours. So that's why Mom asked us to leave you there and we go out for dinner today at whatever restaurant was open.
But today is Christmas, Sarah. There's at least a little cake left over. And we were all supposed to be together as a family celebrating. And recently, I've been eating alone quite a lot, so it's been really lonely. So would you guys come back here and eat with me?
Well, you've already eaten dinner on your own, so we aren't coming home now. And even if we decide to come home to eat with you, you just start eating more of what's left over.
I'm telling you that I already ate. There's no way I can fit any more into me right now.
So then we are just going to be eating your leftovers? Don't treat us like you are allowed to enjoy Christmas before the rest of us can. Anyway, our food's here, so we are going to start eating now. Please don't bother texting us anymore.
Wait, Sarah. I'm apologizing, so tell your mother to get back here.
Well, we don't want to see you right now, so blah! You should at least let us have a relaxing dinner for Christmas, so leave us alone. Bye, Dad.
Hannah, you still haven't come back from your parents' place. To me, this all feels a bit out of hand, don't you think?
Really? Because I thought this was just the right thing to do after all the times I had warned you. But you never listened to me. And so when you just kept going against my word, I had to leave you.
I get that you're upset, but leaving the house with the kids because of that does seem a little wrong and extreme. I've never heard of anyone leaving their home just because their husband eats a lot of food. And I already apologized for eating that great cake Sarah ordered for us. So it's getting time for you guys to stop messing around and come back home.
The fact that you don't see any of this as a problem is the problem. You'd even go as far as stealing the kids' snacks. And even when I keep telling you to quit, you just keep going. You did it even on Christmas. And on that day, we had had enough and decided it was time to go. So you need to see that we left you because we are all angered by your pathetic eating habits.
Well, can't you all at least cut me some slack? There's no need to get upset over food. It's on you guys for not getting to all your food first, right?
Well, if that's the way you want to think of it, then we aren't coming home. If we started doing this to you and your food, what would you think? How would you feel not having any safe place to keep your food and eat? When we'd sit down for dinner, you'd eat all the main foods and leave us with just bread and soup. I'd end up having to make microwave food for the kids so that they could still get protein and vegetables.
Well, that's because you guys never eat that food before it goes cold.
Well, do you think that everyone has to eat as fast as you do? And this isn't just about dinner. I'm talking about you eating all the kids' snacks and the ingredients for other meals. To me, that looks like you don't care about the rest of us. Do you think it's all right that we don't get to eat any of the delicious foods in the house?
Of course, I don't think that. I'm really sorry for what happened this time that pissed you all off.
Are you sure? You've said that plenty of times, yet never changed. All you do is say that you feel sorry and then go back to hoarding all the food for yourself. And even if I cook more food or buy more snacks, you just eat more of it.
Well, it's just that when I see something that looks good, I accidentally eat most of it.
Then maybe it's time you go see a doctor or something.
Why should I do that?
Because you are eating things without even thinking about it. You might have something wrong mentally that needs to be addressed. And look at your weight. You're already over 300 pounds and are only 5'9". That's not healthy. And I'm not looking forward to you having a heart attack and passing away. Then it'll only be me left to raise the kids. And I'll have to find a way to get a full-time job.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong about my weight.
So then you're completely okay thinking about the fact that you have been eating this much food. Is that it? You must just think that all that extra weight is your stomach making more space for you to eat more of our food then. If you think that way, then I'm not sure I want to keep cooking for you.
I promise not to eat your guys' food, okay? And if I do start to get the urge to eat something, I'll definitely come ask one of you guys first.
Well, we already made that promise earlier and you broke it right away. If you start to get hungry that quickly and need something to eat, then go out and buy it yourself. Then I'll stop complaining about how much you eat and your weight. But I'm sure that even then you'd try and take your kids' snacks. If you keep doing this, I'm not sure I'll be able to stick around you any longer.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean? When you say you don't want to be around me, you're not thinking about getting a divorce, right?
Well, if you continue with this selfish behavior, then I don't know. Because of the way you've been acting, I've become really stressed about cooking. So then I start thinking you'd be better off just living and eating on your own. So that way you can get what your heart desires. That'll leave me and the kids to go out and finally have the peace of mind to buy and eat what we want without it being stolen from us.
I'm sorry. I never really thought about how this all was affecting you guys.
You think? We knew that you never thought about us. And it's great to see you finally realizing that. Do you think we want to live with someone that doesn't care for us?
Then, from this day on, I'll change for you all. I'll no longer eat more than I need. And anytime I want to eat something that isn't mine, I'll just go out and buy my own.
And how am I going to trust you this time? Up until now, you've always just given me empty promises, and then you've gone ahead and continued to eat our food anyway.
So then come back home and see with your own eyes. You'll be able to see that I'm really going to change.
I'm really afraid to give you any more chances.
I know that, but please, you've got to give me another chance to make things right. I don't want you or the kids to leave me over this, okay?
Fine. But if you go back to stealing our food again, then I really will leave with the kids and then I'll divorce you. I know that most people might think this is extreme, but when it just keeps happening this many times, you really have no other choice.
I know. So I will change. I really want to show you that I still care about you all.
Well then, to start, go ahead and apologize to your daughter. She told me that she felt bad about you always eating things without being able to control yourself, you know? And when you ate the Christmas cake she bought for us, I think that really broke her heart into pieces. She told you not to eat it, yet you ate it all anyway.
I'll apologize to both Sarah and Billy. I'll apologize for ruining their Christmas this year, and for all of the food I've been eating.
Okay, good. I still have one more thing to ask of you.
What's that? I'll do anything for you now that I know you're being so forgiving.
When we get back to the house and things start to get normal again, I want you to start eating after all of us.
What?
You can still come to the table to eat with us, but you can't start eating anything until 15 minutes after we have all started. Once you've had the chance to watch us all eat the food that I've prepared, you can start eating yours. And then I'd really like you to start burning that extra weight you've put on over the past few years.
That's a crazy idea, Hannah. And if you all start doing that, won't there be nothing for me to eat?
Well, this has been what you've done to us for months, right? You told me that if we had something we wanted to eat that was gone, we could make some more for ourselves, right? So don't be a hypocrite.
But that's extreme. There's no need for that.
Then we won't be coming home.
Okay, fine. Fine. You can have it your way. Just come back, okay?
So I brought the kids with me back to the house, and Paul apologized to both of them and to me as well. Of course, the kids still didn't feel too happy with him. But after a while, they were all laughing about it as we sat at the dinner table to eat. Having my husband start eating 15 minutes after the rest of us was a great idea, too. It sure gave Paul the lesson that he needed to learn. And after a few weeks of doing that, he started to lose weight, which was the icing on top of the cake, too. He not only looked better, but he said he felt better from the inside. I'm sure that all of this might sound a bit extreme or crazy, but you don't understand how annoying it was. So I'm glad that we sorted this out. I told him, though, that if he gets back to his bad eating habits again, this time we're definitely leaving him. We also managed to save a bit of money every week, too, which was another great thing. So, here's to hoping that things will only get better from here. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one.
Honey, are you gonna be late tonight?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
Because you're always coming home late. Our little Jimmy is constantly asking for his father. He's at that age, you know?
Well, you're the mom. You're responsible for raising him, not me.
How can you say such a thing? Jimmy is also your son. Am I the only one responsible for our child's well-being? Aren't you also his parent? Jeez. If only you could be half as nice to him as you are to your nephews. Poor Jimmy. I feel so bad for that kid.
Both his parents are alive and well. What do you mean you feel bad for him? And what about you? When are you going to help my sister? She's going through a rough time after the divorce, raising 2 boys on her own.
Oh, wow. Such a caring brother you are. I'm sure everyone would love to have a brother like you. Every day it's my mom this or my sister that. What are you, a mama's boy? Are you in love with your sister?
What's with the sarcastic attitude? Are you so butthurt over me taking care of my side of the family? Remember what I said when we got married. I told you to give my mom $500 every month as allowance. She's an elderly woman who lives by herself with no other income. Except for the first month of our marriage, you didn't give her a dime. So you shouldn't complain when I provide for my mom financially. That was your responsibility, remember?
You've got to be kidding me. Before you were trying to get me to sympathize with your mom. And now you're telling me I should have given her $500 every month? It's not like I refused to do it without a reason. When I suggested that we should do the same for my parents, you didn't say anything. Not even one word. I should have divorced you when I had the chance. If only Jimmy hadn't been born, I wouldn't be going through this mess right now.
Your mom is not the same as your mother-in-law. How can you possibly put them on the same playing field? You became a part of this family when you married me. Why should I care about your parents?
Oh, sure. Whatever you say, Mr. Mama's boy. Go back to your mother and sister. I'm sure they'll welcome you with open arms. In the meantime, I'll be taking our precious son to Six Flags. He's been dying to go on the Batman ride for a long time. Jimmy absolutely adores DC comic characters. You didn't even know that, I bet. Of course not. You have no interest in our son.
Six Flags. Great idea. My nephews are on spring break, and they have nothing else to do. You should take them along, too.
What the hell? Are you gonna shut that mouth of yours, or do you want me to do it for you? Don't even think about bringing them along. I'm only doing this for Jimmy's sake. He's been feeling awfully down lately, and his so-called father has been MIA.
What's the problem? Wouldn't it be nice to have Jimmy spend time with his cousins?
Nice? He's even had nightmares about your nephew stealing you away from him.
That kid needs to learn to toughen up. He won't be able to survive in the real world when he grows older. I'm gonna have to talk to him.
As if. Don't even think about trying to have a talk with my son. If you don't want to get smacked, I suggest you keep your mouth shut. Got it?
Donna, sweetheart, have a look at this. Ray bought this for me as a birthday present. My son is so thoughtful. He's simply the best. Wouldn't you agree, hun?
That's great, Patricia. You must be absolutely thrilled to have such a loving, caring, hardworking son like Ray.
I sure am, sweetie. Oh, and by the way, after Ray gets off work today, he'll be stopping by to see his nephews. It's been 3 whole days since Ray's last visit. The boys have missed their uncle dearly. They've been begging him day and night to return soon. Anyway, we'll all be having dinner together. I'll be preparing Ray's favorite lasagna with mac and cheese. You should swing by too. My, I haven't seen Jimmy in ages. He's like my long-lost grandson. How long has it been since I last saw him? About a year, I bet. I'm sure he's grown much taller now.
Well, quite frankly, Ray hasn't been home since last January. And that was 4 months ago. He hasn't been home for the winter holidays either. Ray had promised to watch Frozen with us on Christmas. Jimmy was even planning to dress up as Olaf to surprise his dad. And then, Ray never showed up. You should have seen the distraught look on Jimmy's face. Every time he asks for his dad and he's not around, our little Jimmy breaks down and cries. He misses his father dearly. It's so heartbreaking, to say the least.
Heartbreaking? Stop being so overdramatic. He has a father who earns a ton of money from his booming trading business. And he has a loving mother who dotes and cares for him. That boy has everything he needs. He's better off than 95% of children his age. Tusk. What is wrong with kids these days? They're all spoiled rotten, I'd say.
Patricia, Ray has been spending a lot of time with his nephews these days. Almost every day, perhaps. Jimmy hasn't seen his dad in a long time. Ray has to come home.
Donna, you know how tough it is to raise a child, especially a son. My daughter and I have to raise 2 boys on our own, without a father figure around to support them. Ray is only trying to be a good uncle and help out. He has been such a lifesaver. We wouldn't have been able to manage without his help.
Patricia, I'm just letting you know that Jimmy and I won't be visiting today. So I hope you, Ray, and the kids all enjoy a great quality time over dinner. Without us. In the meantime, I'll be taking my son to the local outlet mall to buy him some new jeans. And the robot dog toy he's been begging for since ages ago. All of which are Ray's responsibility. I mean, don't fathers normally buy gifts for their children? But in our household, it seems like the dad is a good-for-nothing wimp. Poor Jimmy. His poor excuse for a father isn't even around when he needs him.
My God, woman. What's up with the bitter attitude? Why are you so bitter? So heartless. You don't even have an ounce of sympathy.
Ray, did you buy your mom a foot massager?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Your mom sent me this photo. She bragged about how her lovely son bought it just for her. Aw, how sweet. When was the last time you bought me anything for my birthday, I wonder?
Mom's recently been complaining about foot pain. Remember last time when she injured herself at the bowling alley? Even after months of rehabilitation therapy, her feet haven't fully recovered. And on top of that, she's been busy looking after the grandkids while my sister is away at work. First, she has to drop the boys off at school in the mornings. Then in the afternoon, she has to go pick them up and take them to the playground. Boys need time to socialize with their friends, you know? My sister's been having a hard time too. She even had to get a part-time job working at Walmart, on top of her full-time teaching job. Inflation has been hitting us hard this year, Donna. It's not unusual for someone to work 2 or 3 jobs, just to make ends meet.
Well, that's very, enlightening, Raymond. So, when are you gonna deposit the rent for this month? It's already been a week, Ray. Rent's due this Friday.
Have you thought about working longer hours at Macy's? That would help supplement our family's income, right?
What on earth are you talking about? If I work longer, who's gonna take care of Jimmy?
A 7-year-old is old enough to take care of himself. I've been cooking my own food since I was 5 years old.
Good for you, Ray. You've really turned out to be a fine human being. Listen, quit the nonsense and just send me the money for the rent. It's urgent.
I can't.
What do you mean, you can't?
I spent the money on Mom's foot massager.
Ugh.
And I also bought my nephew's new iPad minis. They seem bored with the electric scooters I got them last summer for their birthdays, so I thought I'd give them something to boost their spirits. And plus, those iPad minis happen to be on sale at Costco. $90 off each item. So now I'm completely broke.
Unbelievable. Truly. Ray, what does buying your mother a foot massager and your nephew's new iPad minis have to do with me?
Well, I mean, nothing, but I'm just letting you know. Sue me for trying to have a conversation.
That's not Jimmy's iPad nor my foot massager. And even if they were, you should still be fulfilling your duty as the breadwinner of this household. I'm talking about the rent, specifically, Raymond. May I remind you that you already failed to pay for the past 3 months? Jimmy and I do not need to suffer because of your financial recklessness. Do you need to take a refresher course on Personal Finance 101? Your spending habits have been insane. You should have known better before you squandered our budget on lavish gifts for your mom and sister.
Donna, that's because we're family. That also includes my mom and sister.
Does that also mean that you're willing to sacrifice the happiness and well-being of your wife and child? Do you really want to throw us under the bus? For what? To satisfy your own desires?
Oh, all right. I'll borrow the money from a colleague. Happy now?
Thanks, hun. Be sure to write me a check ASAP. I need to deposit it into my checking account by the end of today. I also have to go to the local outlet mall and buy Jimmy some toys.
Toys? What toys? Our house is already flooded with them.
Tomorrow's Jimmy's birthday, you old geezer.
Oh, oops. I forgot.
My goodness. And you call yourself a father? For the love of God, quit pissing people off and just keep your mouth shut. Please. Mom! Yes, sweetie? Are you finished training for the upcoming soccer match?
Yep. I just got off practice 10 minutes ago.
Who's this, Jimmy?
My classmate, Michelle. She brought this to class for show and tell today.
Oh, so this is Michelle's family photo. Why are you showing this to me all of a sudden?
Mom, why don't we have a photo like this?
Oh, honey.
I want to wear cool clothes and take pictures with Dad. Like the Olaf costume I was going to wear last Christmas. Daniel's family took their photo a month ago with their pet cocker spaniel, Lizzie. And Lindsay's family dressed up as the Addams family for their Halloween-themed photo. Everyone in my grade has something like this except me. It's so unfair.
Oh, honey. I don't know what to tell you.
Dad's gonna come home tomorrow since it's my birthday, right? He's gonna buy me the robot I wanted and the new baseball mitt. Right, Mom?
Can't Mommy buy those for you today?
No! I want Dad to buy it for me. I want to play catch with him in the playground. I want to try out the new robot with him.
Your father's been really busy with his business, sweetheart. He has a lot of work to catch up on. He might not be able to make it tomorrow. But tell you what, I'll tell your dad to come this weekend for sure.
He's not gonna come. He never comes.
I'm so sorry, sweetie pie. Let's go to the mall after dinner. I'll buy you 5 toys, Anything you want. Mommy will get them for you.
But I don't want 5. I only want 1.
Oh, what a surprise. Our little Jimmy's all grown up. You're not being greedy anymore. Have a look at this. When was the last time we got our family photo taken? Oh, right. Never! Your son is the only one in his entire grade who doesn't have a picture with his own family. And now look at him. He's envying all of his friends that do.
I told you I'm gonna send you the money for rent.
I'm not talking about the rent right now. Are you really that tense? What's your IQ, like 50? Do you not feel anything after reading that conversation? Are there no light bulbs that go off in your head? You, sir, had better get your butt home tomorrow. Understood?
Tomorrow? I can't. My oldest nephew is receiving an award tomorrow. He came in first place for the school-wide mug drawing contest. The ceremony is expected to end pretty late, and we'll all be heading out to dinner at Bennigan's afterwards.
Oh, is that so, Raymond? Should I just leave poor Jimmy all alone, envying other kids' family photos? Do you want his classmates to mock him for having such a deprived family? For having a father who is absent from his life?
Fine. What time do you want me there by?
To hell with the time! You better run over here as soon as you get off work. For the past 7 years, how many times have you celebrated Jimmy's birthday? Too few to count. Make sure you do it right this time. To make up for all the years you've neglected our child.
My sister is gonna be so upset. She's gonna kill me.
Rather than thinking about your sister, I'd wish you'd think about how upset your son would be.
Okay, I got it.
Donna, is everything alright with Ray? Have you two been quarreling again?
No? Why do you ask?
Ray's been feeling down lately. He hasn't been his usual bubbly self for over a month. I mean, Ray's such an awesome guy, with an absolute heart of gold. He's very affectionate, you know. That's why he's been looking after Mom and me. But he says that you're giving him a hard time, especially about family finances and Jimmy. Is that true?
Well, if that were so, I would have divorced him already. It's a miracle that I've been able to put up with that man for as long as I have.
Am I sensing sarcasm from you, Donna?
Last week was Jimmy's birthday.
I know. That's why Ray couldn't come to my son's award ceremony. My baby was so upset he couldn't stop crying. Birthdays, on the other hand, come around every year. I mean, is it so wrong for an uncle to congratulate his nephew on his big day that you had to snatch the opportunity away from him?
Carrie, my son never enjoyed a proper birthday with his dad. Not even once. Last year, Ray rushed to the hospital because your younger son ate all the raw beef in the fridge and ended up with food poisoning. And the year before that, Patricia was craving some grilled steak after her month-long trip to Texas. So she abruptly came over, and we all had to go to Outback Steakhouse. You know how Jimmy dislikes steak more than anything else in the world.
Donna, kids forget things easily. Why are you pouring all your heart and soul into child rearing? Children don't realize the amount of love, care, and attention their parents give them. They only give themselves credit for their own upbringing. It's all useless, I'd say.
Maybe your kids are like that, Carrie.
What? How could you say such a thing?
Jimmy adores Ray. He's dying to play catch and ride on roller coasters with him. You know, spending quality time with his dad, as all sons should. But he can't because of you and your 2 boys. Heck, if your kids are already behaving that way, I'd say they have a bleak future ahead of them.
I seriously have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
What I'm saying is, don't push it. I've already put up with enough nonsense with you, your sons, and your mother stealing Ray away from us. I've already reached my boiling point.
I really can't believe what I'm hearing. Donna, you need help.
Honey, what's Jimmy doing next weekend?
Why are you suddenly asking me about his plans? He doesn't have any. Why do you ask?
My mom wants to take the grandkids on a road trip to the Grand Canyon. It's been a while since we had a family outing. Let's bring Jimmy along too.
Ah, yes, of course.
It costs $200 per person. Send me the money through Venmo by Thursday.
Get your priorities straight, Ray. Rent first, trip second.
You gotta be kidding me.
Kidding or not, you only paid for half the rent last time, right? Give me the rest of the money and then figure out the travel expenses on your own. I thought you said you had deep pockets. Where else are you gonna spend all that cash?
I already spent most of my savings on gifts for my mom, Carrie, and her 2 boys. Mom needed a new Gucci bag for her high school reunion next weekend. The strap on the Prada one broke about a month and a half ago. Carrie's dishwasher stopped working, so I had to buy her a new one from Bosch. And my nephews begged me to get them new Sony PSPs. They said their classmates were bullying them for not owning one. So now I barely have any money left. Not even enough to buy a beer.
That's your problem, Ray. You have to figure that out yourself. As for the trip, I'll see what I can do. I have an appointment with the hairdressers next week, but I can call them to postpone it. But remember, Ray, I'm only agreeing to accompany you based on one condition. Don't you dare neglect your duties as a father to Jimmy while we're there. I won't let things slide this time. If you push your luck one more time, mark my words, all hell will break loose.
Donna, why are you being so difficult? Why are you accusing me of being a poor father? I'm only trying to help Carrie out with her boys since she's having a tough time juggling 2 jobs and a family. Besides, my nephews haven't seen their dad since the divorce. And since I'm the only adult male they know, I try to support them as a father figure.
Ray, we've been through this so many times before. Our Jimmy is mourning for a father who isn't even dead. You're alive and well, and yet you're never there for our son. Why are you doing this to him? Why are you making him yearn for you?
That boy is way too sensitive. Why does he act like a crybaby all the time? He needs to man up a bit.
Carrie has 2 boys too. Why aren't you telling them to man up?
Forget it. I've had enough of this conversation. I'll take care of the travel expenses. Just make sure you have nothing else planned for next week. Donna, this is urgent. Do you have extra cash on you?
Of course not. Why do you ask?
You don't have any left? What happened to the money I gave you?
That's what I saved up for Jimmy's future. His college tuition and future wedding. I'm not gonna squander it needlessly.
I promise to reimburse you. Just give me the money.
What? Why all of a sudden?
It looks like my nephews won't be able to attend college. They can't afford to pay for next semester. Everyone has an undergraduate degree these days. It would be a shame for them not to.
Why are you asking me for the money? It's not a substantial amount anyway. It barely covers a fraction of Jimmy's tuition.
Oh, come on, Donna.
Ray, don't even think about touching that money. Not even in your wildest dreams. I'm warning you. You dirtbag thief! Who the hell do you think you are? How did you get a hold of my checkbook? I kept it in my safe for extra protection.
Easy. I figured out the combination. It's Jimmy's birthday, right? That's why you should have given it to me when I asked nicely.
I can't believe I was scammed by you. Of all people!
My nephews have to pay for classes next semester. I'll reimburse you later. I promise.
When? In this lifetime?
For the love of God, how many times do I have to tell you? For the umpteenth time, I said I'll pay you back.
I should have never married you. Or even met you. It's my fault for putting up with your shenanigans for all these years. Raymond, you are the most irresponsible human being I've ever seen. Truly despicable.
Anyway, while we're on this topic, what the hell is going on with Jimmy? He's been so rude to me lately. He ignores me whenever I come home and treats me like I'm invisible. Go teach your son some manners, woman.
Keep your voice down. You're only getting what you deserve.
What? Are you saying that I deserve this?
Think about it. What did you do for your son when he was younger? You didn't show him any love or affection like other dads do. When was the last time you held him or told him that you loved him? You didn't show up to his elementary or middle school graduation. You completely forgot about his school band concerts. Every single one of them. If you keep asking him about school or life, obviously Jimmy's not gonna like it. He'd think that you're being disingenuous. Like, why are you giving him attention now, after all these years? If you don't want to make Jimmy uncomfortable, I suggest you keep your mouth shut. Our son is in high school now. He is no longer a child.
What did I do wrong? I raised him with my hard-earned salary. I worked overtime most nights to support our family. Even when my business was struggling to stay afloat, I sacrificed my weekends for work just to put food on the table. And this is how you two repay me? This is what I get in return.
But isn't that every parent's obligation anyway? You only gave our son the bare minimum. You never took him anywhere. And it was only until he turned 7 that we got our family photo taken. Yet you have the nerve to ask what you did wrong? You should be asking what you did right.
That jerk is acting that way because you keep screwing up. Because you didn't discipline him properly.
Jerk? What about those jerk nephews of yours? Are they treating you well?
Watch it, Donna. Don't call them that.
Why the double standard, Ray? Why are you so riled up? What kind of father calls his own son a jerk while defending someone else's children?
Oh, for God's sake.
I admit, I wasn't the greatest aunt to your nephews all the time. But at least I treated them with gifts from time to time. Remember the Nike sneakers I got them? And the tie-dye t-shirts? I bought them at the same time I went shopping for our son's clothes. Right before Jimmy entered 5th grade. But what have you done? Every day, your only focus is on Patricia, Carrie, and the boys. That's all you talk about while Jimmy and I are pushed to the back burner. Every single time. Don't expect our son to behave friendly towards you. You don't deserve that kind of respect.
I see where he gets his temperament from. Like mother, like son. You two are like long-lost twins.
And about the funds that you stole from my account. Make sure you pay me back within 2 years. That's Jimmy's college tuition, for crying out loud.
I know already. Quit your hollering, woman.
Donna, I hear that Jimmy will be graduating soon. Congrats. Thanks. I can't believe he's already finishing high school. My son is finally transitioning into adulthood. Time really flies. Hey, why don't you have Jimmy apply to the University of Delaware? The school has an awesome campus, and it's also the same university my sons are attending. Wouldn't it be great to see him hang out with his cousins? Carrie, Jimmy will be going to an Ivy League. He already submitted an early decision application to Yale. What? How come I've never heard about this? Thanks to his strong GPA, Jimmy's prospects of getting accepted into a prestigious school are very, very high. He's already received excellent recommendation letters from 3 of his teachers. Mrs. Brown, Jimmy's AP English teacher, praised his college essay, calling it one of the best pieces of writing from a student in over 20 years. Not to mention his leadership experience as class president, extensive volunteer work in Africa, and various other club activities. Oh, and might I add, he's also the valedictorian of his graduating class. You are so good at provoking people, you know. Are you trying to make me jealous of your son's achievements? Make you jealous? Never. I'm only stating the facts. Plain and simple. So, Carrie, enough about Jimmy. How are your boys doing? Don't even get me started. My eldest son left home right after getting a girlfriend. The two found an apartment just outside of Dover and have been living together ever since. My youngest son is taking a leave of absence for the semester. Every day, he's hanging out at the bowling alley with his friends. He drinks until the following morning and doesn't come home until 5 a.m. I'm about to lose my mind. Wow, Carrie. I'm so sorry to hear that. That must really suck. On the other hand, Jimmy's always been such a good boy. I couldn't have asked for a better son. What's the point of having this conversation with you? I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. It's not the end of the road for you either. So don't act too complacent. Just watch. Once Jimmy becomes an adult, he'll become so big-headed it'll be impossible for you to control him. Okay. Whatever you say, Carrie. When on earth are you gonna pay me back? Jimmy's tuition is coming up soon, and I only have a week left.
Listen, I don't have a single dime. Do you think I'd refuse to hand it to you if I had the money?
I clearly told you to pay me back within 2 years. And that was 2 years ago. Why the hell did you take the money without my permission in the first place?
I told you before. My nephews needed to go to college.
Why are you sacrificing my son in order to send your nephews to college?
Send Jimmy to college? What's the point of sending that rascal to school? He's got such an awful character. If he doesn't shape up, that boy won't have much of a future ahead of him. I have a better idea. Instead of university, why don't you just tell Jimmy to get a gig at Home Depot after graduation? It'll suit him better.
Are you seriously wishing that on your own son? Like, for real?
The way I see it, he's hopeless. A good for nothing.
Do you know what Jimmy's dream is? To become a doctor. That's why he studied so hard, pulling all-nighters all throughout high school. He's at the top of his class. Never gotten below an A-. Never missed honor roll. A perfect score on the SATs. All of his teachers call him an academic genius. Every single one of them. But now you're telling my ambitious, high-achieving son to work at Home Depot? That college is useless for him? What about your nephews, huh? Why are you bothering to send them to college? Neither of them did well academically. The only reason they got into Delaware is because of their football scholarships.
You can't compare apples to oranges. As you said, Jimmy is good at school. He'll be fine on his own without my help. But for Carrie's sons, it's different. They need bachelor's degrees in order to find decent jobs.
Amazing. Bravo. You blew up your entire life savings to support your sister's family. And now you can't even send your son to college because you can't afford it.
Let Jimmy work part-time to cover his own tuition. He needs to learn to be self-sufficient anyway. Nowadays, I hear that kids can pay for college after working part-time for only a year.
Ugh. I've had enough of you. I can't live with you anymore. Let's separate. I really need time on my own to reevaluate my life decisions.
Oh, stop overreacting.
Hey, Mom. Hi, sweetheart. Are you done with class? I'll be running a little late today. There's some congestion on the highway, so it might take a while for me to arrive. Sorry, honey. It's okay, Mom. I'll make my own dinner. I have something to tell you. What is it?
If you want to divorce Dad, just do it.
Are you being serious, Jimmy?
Yeah. I overheard your conversation with him last time. I never thought of that guy as my father. He was never there for me when I needed him most. He always treated us like outsiders. Besides, I don't have any positive memories of him anyway. Don't worry about me. I won't feel sad or hurt. Just do what you think is right. If you want to divorce him, go ahead. I'll be fine.
My son's all grown up now. Really, I would never have imagined hearing those words from you.
I really mean it. I'll pay for college through my part-time tutoring job. I'd rather quit school altogether than ask Batman for help.
Don't sweat it, Jimmy. I'll take care of your tuition.
You've always done so much for me, Mom. Really. I'm always grateful for everything you've sacrificed for me. So I'll take care of college expenses.
Once I graduate and get employed, I'll buy you a nice house. The one by Miami Beach, like you always wanted. I'm so touched. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Thank you, sweetheart. You truly are the best son a mother can ever wish for.
Are you busy, honey?
Did you forget what I told you 2 years ago? Should I call the police? I told you not to contact me.
No, I mean, is Jimmy doing okay?
Why are you asking about Jimmy all of a sudden?
It's just that he's our son.
He's paying his way through college while working part-time. He has 2 tutoring jobs on campus, and he's waiting tables.
That sounds great. Donna, sweetheart, I think we should all live together again.
What kind of nonsense are you spewing, Ray? Have you been drinking again?
Let me move back in with you. I have nothing left. Zilch. Life is so hard.
Go complain to your lovely nephews about your situation. Why are you trying to mooch off of us?
Don't even mention those ingrates. They have no gratitude for all the sacrifices I've made for them. When I pointed out their bad behavior, they retorted, "Who do you think you are? Do you really think you can replace our father?" Had I known how rotten they were, I would have never helped them.
Serves you right. After 10 years, I can finally get my revenge. Get lost, you piece of trash. Don't ever call me again. I hope you live the rest of your life as a lonely, bitter old man. After being abandoned by the very nephews he had once adored, my husband was coldly rejected by our son after attempting to reconnect with him. Rumors say that Ray is now living a harsh, bitter life all on his own. It seems that his mother, sister, and nephews all abandoned him because he's old and penniless. Such an ironic and cruel twist of fate. It reminds me of the saying, "What goes around comes around." Even now, Jimmy shivers in anger at the mere mention of his father. Needless to say, my son still adamantly refuses to see Ray. That's why my son and I have decided to live happily together. Just the 2 of us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.